What is going on, YouTube? Tamagotcha here, coming at you with some Ultra League battles. First, I want to apologize for not posting a video in about 5 or 6 days. Work's been a little bit hectic for me, so I've been absolutely tired and trying to, play some games. And I finally got around to playing some games, and I made this double water, double steel team for the Ultra League, and we absolutely destroyed. Went on a 9-1 run with his 2 sets, going 4 straight wins and a loss, and then 5 straight wins. You're gonna see in these matches. Let's get into it. Show everyone how the double water, double steel absolutely destroys house. Little spice pick with the Scizor, but it's got the Night Slash and it's got the bullet punch and the Iron Head to deal with the Cresselia, with the charm users. It even deals with the Giratinas if it's got a little bit of an energy lead, but we resist the Dragon Claws, so they have to use the bigger energy move Shadow Sneak, which is not very good. So it's actually a pretty good spicy mon, and if you get it on a Talonflame though, but this is why you have the double water, so it's give and take. Anyways, hopping in the first match, we do big damage with that Earthquake, knocking out the Poliwrath. They bring in a Charm user, but it's not a Charm user, it's a Snarl Grand Bull, and we have 2 Steel types. They bring in a Melmetal. From here, we are looking pretty freaking toasty. So we're going to get that first Hydro Cannon. That does not KO. I'm assuming they don't want to debuff themselves. So I'm going to let this one go through. It is just the Rock Slide. Absolutely clutch. And we reach that second Hydro Cannon. This is probably going to be taking out the Melmetal. No, they end up shielding. But that's completely fine with me, because from here, my Swampert can handle that Melmetal, because they're going to debuff themselves if they have superpower. They don't have superpower. Oh, this game is far from over. This Hydro Cannon's gonna be KOing that Melmetal, and we have the Bullet Punch Scizor for that Fairy type. Look at the damage on Bullet Punch. My goodness, close combat, no thank you. And from here, the opponent quits the match. GG's. On to the next game. Alright. Swampert into Registeel, exactly where you want to see the Registeel. Especially with Zach Kinnon. Empoleon does not want to see it. You do not want to take a Focus Blast, and Night Slash will do absolutely nothing. So Swampert is your best bet to Registeel. Where do you want to see it on the lead? So we're going to throw the Earthquake. That gets shielded up. I'm thinking they're not going to double shield the Registeel. Why would they do such a thing? But they end up they do not double shield it. So we go for the Earthquake, and they must be building up a lot of energy, because now we're able to get to the Hydro Cannon before they even throw their Focus Blast. And you know what? I'm going to preserve health on my Swampert, but we could survive that, definitely, and get a nice little farm down. See what they want to bring in. They decided to bring in a Swampert of their own, so I'm going to farm up, and I'm going to catch the Hydro Cannon on my Empoleon. Little lag happens, which honestly doesn't even surprise me anymore. I mean, come on, always lag. And it's a Melmetal. Now you know how this goes. We get to the Hydro Cannon. This is going to be doing some nice damage if goes unshielded, but they shield that up. Melmetal is pretty glassy in the Ultra League, so they have Thunderbolt, and that does damage. My gosh, big damage. Knocks out my Empoleon. I bring in the Scizor just because I have some energy built up on my Swampert. So from here, I'm hoping this was a CMP tie, so that this Night Slash doesn't take it out, but unfortunately it does. But no matter, we did catch that one Hydro Cannon, and we have 2 Hydro Cannons locked and loaded. This should be taking out the Shadow Swampert, no problem. Second one coming through. Meh damage. See ya later. GG's to my opponent. Hopping in to the next match. Another beautiful, fantastic lead. Hello, Talonflame. Hello, Venusaur. And an amazing counter to Venusaur too. Because of that steel typing, you're gonna be resisting the Bullet Punch or the Frenzy Plants. You're gonna be resisting the Sludge Bombs. So And even better, if you can get a boost with these Night Slashes, that is absolutely clutch. So, honestly, I should have just built up so much energy. But I'm trying to keep my Scizor a little bit healthy. And I'm hoping I can bullet punch this thing down and then swap. But I can't. Because even though... Tricked you. Yes, we can. We are definitely swapping out of there. And it's a Machamp. And I'm so happy that they did not swap out their... swap into their Talonflame right now. Because my back line would absolutely get crunched. Not so much the Scizor. But my Empoleon would get auto-wrecked. Yeah. So a little bit of a misplay on my end. But... my thought process was I had 2 water types to deal with this Talonflame. So I wanted to bring in my Swampert as fast as possible. And we are going to outpace to this last Hydro Cannon. If this lag ever lets us. This is going to be coming in hot. Big damage. Does not take out. But you know what? Now we're going to farm down with this Scizor. Throw this Night Slash. And from here... after we throw the Night Slash, they're only going to get 1 Incinerate through before it takes us out. And we're almost out of Hydro. This should be taking care of the Talonflame. If not, just a couple Mud Shots. And we Mud Shot down a Talonflame. You love to see it. GG's to my opponent. Hopping into the next match here, we have Swampert. We got Darmanitan. What a spice pick. My goodness gracious. And then it's a Mew. So, I should have went straight into my Scizor, but I got a little bit, like, thrown back by the Mew coming in. And I was like, what the heck? Totally forgot I had Night Slash. And then, we don't even get a move off. Flame Charge, almost one shot. Whatever, we take all that damage, and we're going to let this go through. Just a Psyshock. So that's completely fine by me. And I'm hoping I'm actually able to get to another Hydro Cannon before they reach their move. See what they want to do. But they actually they tried making a beautiful catch on the Claw Witzer. But we do not fall for that. We are able to get to that Earthquake, almost one-shotting. The spice that this mad lad is using is absolutely amazing. You'll love to see it. They get the boost from the Crab Hammer, and we farm down. From here, we're going to save shields for that Darmanitan, because I know the moveset. They're running Flame Charge, Psyshock, which we could take a Flame Charge, and Psyshock would be resisted damage due to that Steel typing. And we have 2 Hydro Cannons locked and loaded. The first one doesn't even get shielded. The opponent knows, and GG's to them. Hopping into the next match here. Oh, you know what? We could have very well went 10-0 with this team. Very, very well went 10-0. Because you'll see in this matchup that sometimes, you know, you get that gut feeling where you want to fight for switch, or you want to fight for, switch advantage. This is one of those games where I had the feeling, I was like, oh man, should I shield this? Should I not shield this? And you just have that little feeling in your stomach saying, shield it. Listen to that feeling, because I did not. And we actually end up losing this game because I did not fight for switch. So you're going to see in this match. Because now the Umbreon is pretty low. If I would have shielded here, fought for switch, but I don't. My Swampert goes down. I bring in my Empoleon for a nice little farm. And we're going to see what they want to bring in. So they would have brought in the Trevenant. And maybe we would have gotten a Hydro Cannon off. And then we would have been able to bring in our Scizor. But that Trevenant would have had a lot of energy too. So, and they have a Talonflame. So we could have tag teamed that Trevenant with the Scizor and the Empoleon. It would have been a very close match still. But I do believe I would have been able to taking this game. Maybe if I didn't do so much damage to the Talonflame too, and let my Empoleon with 2 shields against their 1 shield up 1 flame charge and then farm all the way down, or maybe have to shield both and have 2 drill picks. I could have played that game different, but my opponent won that matchup. Congrats to my opponent. GG's. Hopping into the next match, we went 4-1 in that past set. Great lead. Drapion into Swampert. So we're going to throw the Hydro as soon as we get it, but they actually sneak through a Poison Sting, which could be very costly, because then they could reach their second crunch, or their third crunch, before we reach our third Hydro. But they're actually running Aqua Tail. I don't know if that is the move to run, especially in Ultra League, because Crunch and then Sludge Bomb for those fairy types are very, very needed. Sorry for that notification. That's just Discord there with the tournaments and stuff going on. But yeah, from here we can just take that Aqua Tail and farm all the way down, and now we have a lot of loaded energy for whatever wants to come in, and it's a Crobat. My goodness, we have 2 Hydro Cannons locked and loaded. The first one's going to be doing some big damage. Oh my gosh. But that, oh, the Air Slash takes us out before we go down, and I don't think, I shield here just in case it was a Shadow Ball. I didn't want to get train wrecked by it, but it ends up being a Muck. So from here, I'm going to catch a Dark Pulse on my Scizor, because my Scizor is pretty useless against the Muck, and I know my Empoleon is going to resist those Air Slashes. So now I'm going to try and make it to Iron Head to force him to throw energy. Because if I were to throw my Night Slash as soon as I got it, this Muck would have been able to farm up a lot more energy, and I don't think I would have been able to beat him to the back-to-back Hydro Cannons here. So that one's going to get the shield. And this next one should be taking care. No! Oh my gosh, that is so close. They snuck 2 Snarls through on both my Hydro Cannons, which is absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, we're going to let that go through because I know it does not KO. But they just threw both their Dark Pulses, so I know that Alola Muck is out of energy, so we're able to waterfall down. The opponent concedes the match. GG's. On to the next one. Let's see. Swampert into Swampert. Now, we are going to lose CMP, so my play here is to try and catch on the third, or maybe try to sneak a Mud Shot through. But we lagged a little bit at the front, so they are also ahead on energy. And then they sneak another Mud Shot through there, so they are definitely ahead on energy. We're both shielding, and this is where we lose the CMP right here, unfortunately. So I'm going to take that one, and let's see what the opponent wants to do. If they want to double shield their Swampert, they can very well go ahead and do that. And they actually swap into their Walrein, which is beyond fine by me, because now we're going to be able to throw this Earthquake, and I bring in my Scizor, and I know one Earthquake's not going to KO the Scizor, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this Night Slash, see if they want to shield or not. If not, then we're going to be able to farm all the way down and almost have a Night Slash locked and loaded to threaten that Swampert when it wants to come back in. So I think we're 1 Bullet Punch away. But the Swampert comes in and it just throws energy. So I'm completely fine by this. So now we're going to reach that Hydro Cannon. So I'm going to shield here, because I know this Hydro Cannon is going to come through. And then I can bring in my Empoleon to snipe. So that Hydro Cannon comes through. I bring in my Empoleon, but it's a Togekiss in the back. The double steal prevailing. Hello, we are resisting those charms. Even if they have Flamethrower, which I don't think they're even going to get to, because we're just going to be able to waterfall all the way down. Yes, we are. And then it should be 2 waterfalls, but I don't think they were anywhere near a Hydro Cannon. But I threw the mine just to be safe. So GG's to my opponent there. Hopping in to the next match here, we got Swampert. And we got another Swampert. So let's just see how this goes. Again, we lagged at the start, So now they are a mud shot ahead of us, so I have to try and sneak a mud shot through to equalize the energy out, or throw my stuff first and hopefully go and catch. So I'm going to do the same thing that my opponent did. I'm going to let the first one go through. I don't want to be the first one to shield, just because, well, for one, I'm definitely not weak to Swampert in the back. My Empoleon can kind of deal with the Swampert. And two, oh, never mind. I ended up shielding there just because I didn't want my Swampert to go down. And I wanted to maybe catch, but because my Swampert's a rank 1 Swampert, we don't have any attack. We lost CMP there, and I should have realized that and tried to catch. But anywho, we're going to try and catch right about now. But my opponent does the same freaking thing. Oh my gosh. Wild, right? Anyways, we're going to be able to get this drill pack off. And that wall range is so tanky that they're going to have to throw this earthquake. But I don't think this KOs us anyways. Let's see. No, that doesn't. And their Icicle Spears absolutely do nothing. Guys, I think we double resist that with the steel and the water typing. So we're able to get off one more on a CMP tie. That is absolutely amazing. And from here, I think I bring in my... Oh, they undercharge that. Very nicely done. But I bring in my Scizor anyways, and I'm hoping to farm all the way down before they reach a move, but that undercharge allowed them to get to a move. So now I am at a Night Slash, but I swap in my Swampert to try and maybe catch them off guard, and I'm able to throw this Hydro Cannon on the Charizard. My gosh, what a clutch play. Yes, that was amazing. If I wasn't able to do that, they would have not have been able to, I would have not have been able to win this game. But because of that, we're able to take this Hydro Cannon, and we're able to build up to 2 Night Slashes. This should be taking care of the Swampert. Yes, it does. See you later, Swampert. And this Night Slash should be taking care of that Charizard. See you later. We get the unnecessary boost. GG's to my opponent there. Oh my gosh. Scizor taking out a fire type. You love to frickin' see it. I remember this game. I really, really remember this game. Okay, so the cool part here is you almost know why when the Obstagoon builds up this much energy, what the heck they're going for. It's either going to be a Gunk Shot or a Hyper Beam. Like, for one, if you're an Obstagoon, you want to throw those Night Slashes to get that boost, right? If not, then I don't know. So we're going to build up to almost another Hydro Cannon. And then I'm going to bring in my Scizor here and then get this massive farm down. I'm going to shield just in case it's a flamethrower. I don't want all this energy to go to waste. And now we have 2 Night Slashes or 1 Iron Head locked and loaded. I should have thrown the Iron Head, but I figured that Obstagoon had so much energy. They don't want to waste that energy. Why would they want to waste that energy? They no shield. Freaking mad lads. And then they Hyper Beam me. Whatever. All that energy went to waste. Not very effective against the Scizor. This Night Slash is going to be taking out the Obstagoon. And it's a Clefable. My goodness. Hello, Empoleon, the opponent. Top lefts, GG's. They went Obstagoon double charm. And, well, we had double steal for you. Another charmer. Well, we're going to bring in Empoleon. See what they want to do. In comes the Poliwrath. And we're able to get to this drill pack here. Even though this is super effective damage. And this is a Shadow. That is so disappointing. My goodness. I think the Hydro Cannon probably would have did the same amount of damage. So disappointing. This Dynamic Punch does big damage. Completely takes out my freaking Empoleon. See you later. We're going to let this go through. And it's just the Ice Punch. That is absolutely massive. So now I'm going to throw my Hydro Cannon to either grab a shield or take out this Poliwrath. So now I'm swapping right away. It's a Dragon Tail Gyarados. You'll love to see it. We're going to be resisting the Dragon Tails. And it's such a low... We get the boost! Yes! Oh my gosh, this is clutch. Now we're double shielding the Scizor. We're going to be taking him to town. We're going to throw the Night Slash just to get this thing out of here. hopefully maybe get a second boost. And from here, I do believe I just shield once and farm down. Yeah. Just so I have an Iron Head locked and loaded. And, you know, I was debating on whether to bait or not. But we're not baiting here. Let's throw the Iron Head. See what my opponent wants to do. Big damage. One shots that Grand Ball. See you later. We went 5-0 in that game there. Altogether, 9-1. This team performed very well. I didn't see any Cresselias. I think I seen one Giratina or something like that. But Scizor can handle them with a shield or so. And Empoleon has a little bit of a hard time with Giratina, even though it's going to be resisting the Dragon Claws. Swampert too has a little hard time dealing with Giratina, but all in all, this team was amazing. I absolutely loved it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Thank you everyone for watching. Comment if you want to see anything in the future, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated and really helps out this channel. Thank you all again, and I will see everyone in the next video.